Well, hello, everybody. How we doing tonight? You're watching Find Your Weird, and I'm Patrick Galactic, and we're here to do exactly that, to find our goddamn weird. It can be many different things. It can be many different places. We have to look kind of diligently, but something tells me we're gonna find some weird. I do think that's gonna happen tonight. Got a fun night ahead of us. This little hour-ish AMA style Ask Me Anything kind of thing. I got questions for you. You might have questions for me. Ask me whatever you want. I always have stuff for us to watch. I got a music video for us to watch. I got some Problemagic comedy for us to watch. A little Weird at Night history, archive type stuff for us to watch. So there's plenty to do. Plenty to do. I'm going to play you some music. We got a lot on tap. Hi, Alex F and V in the chat. Dartone's in the chat. Got the core crew here already. Hello. And feel free to throw those emotes up in the chat. They show up on the screen. It's a lot of fun. We're going to be talking about emojis tonight, folks. It's very serious stuff. But if you have a topic that you want to know more about, but you're too lazy to do the research, hey, baby, I'll do it here right on the show. Dartone throwing his Dartone emoji in the chat, as, you know, to be expected. You know what? I'm going to throw some shit up here. Let's see what's going on here. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. See? Isn't that fun? I think it's fun. Yeah, we got a bunch going on tonight, and I think it's going to be a blast. So let's get started, shall we? The first thing I'd like to start off with is a little quote from a man, Bruce Lee. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. So once again, knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. That's kind of the thing is, you can intellectually know all the things in the world that you want to know, okay? But at the end of the day, if you don't apply them to your life in any tangible way, it's you know, nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna be different. Willing is not enough. We must do. You can be willing to do all kinds of things, but if you don't actually do them, it doesn't really matter how willing you are. Okay? So this one's pretty self-explanatory. Alex Evan V says Bruce Lee or Yoda. Not far off. Maybe Bruce Lee and Yoda would have gotten along. I think they probably would have. And you know, while we do this, while we go through the paces of Weird at Night, we might find ourselves in many different places. We might find ourselves in hell. We might get small. We might get inverted. Oh my God, look at my teeth. Or we might just hang out. But there's plenty of adventure to be had ahead tonight. Okay, so first things first, I am super stoked because this Saturday, Weird at Night brings back our patented Saturday double feature. If you weren't with us last Saturday, Weird at Night will air at its normal 10 p.m. slot. We have Ryan Bryan returning to teach us guitar. We have our usual array of music videos, visual art, history, and public access insanity. And then at 11 p.m., we'll see the incredible visuals and textile art from Blaze in Space and Ray's art installation, Grow Heart, currently on display until February 3rd at Vermilion in Seattle. So if you're local, you can go see it for yourself Wednesday through Saturday after 5 p.m., but you can get a whole huge dose of it this Saturday at 11 p.m. right here. If you're new watching the channel, please give us a follow. I'll sing you a little song, put your name in the pretty lights on the screen. But this is going to be awesome. There's going to be interviews with the artists, the incredible meditative visual loop created by Blaze in Space. There's going to be music by Noel Brass Jr. and much, much more. Really can't wait. Kind of can't wait. We haven't done a double feature for a while. So this Saturday from 10 p.m. to midnight Pacific time, for those East Coasters, that's 1 to 3 a.m. Alex F and V and Dartone. So please take some caffeine pills, take some Sudafed, whatever's going to keep you awake, whatever unhealthy habits I can encourage you to have so that you can enjoy yourself this Saturday. It's crazy to think of how much life has changed for me since 2020. I spent a year and a half in lockdown like the rest of you. I enrolled in college and I completed college. That's right. I'm officially graduating in March with an AAS degree in multimedia. That's an Associate of Applied Science degree, which I'm fairly certain technically makes me a scientist, right? I don't want a gown, just give me a lab coat. Give me a microscope. Give me noxious chemicals. That's what I should be doing. Alex FV says, good luck on staying up till 3 a.m. Understood. Dartone says, last things last, Alex FV is the realist. That is true. Alex FV and I have known each other for quite some time. Like, she's known me her entire life. And I've known her all but 6 years of my life. And I will say Alex FV has never failed to be completely real. So yeah, I need a lab coat. I need a microscope. Now all I need to do is get a job in the field of study in which I've spent the last 2 years, which should be no problem, right? Right? It's not like you hear of people with degrees they never use in their jobs, right? But seriously, it's hit me recently that I've kind of never really left lockdown. Everything I do from home. Weird at Night, my job, school, Find Your Weird. I've kind of become a sexy hermit. You know what I mean? Obviously. But lately, I finally started to leave my apartment a little bit. And what do the kids say? Touch grass, that's what the Twitter kids say, right? Touch grass. Please don't judge me. It's good to be back at it, but crazy to think of how much I've changed since I was just a guy going to shows all the time, playing shows all the time. It's crazy how much life has changed. But change ain't bad. Change ain't bad, friends. It's necessary. It's a part of life. When I say it's necessary, we don't really have a choice in it. Alex FV says, good job, Papa Patrick. That's fair. That's fair. Papa Patrick. Indeed. So, I got a question to start us off tonight. What was your childhood dream job? What was your childhood dream job? I definitely had a period where I wanted to be a cop so I could carry a gun. I also wanted to be a lawyer at some point. Then I realized that lawyers and cops are both not really my speed of people, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Don't be a narc. I wanted to be a vet for a long time. I love animals. I love forming connections with animals. Then one day someone explained to me that vets have to put animals to sleep. And I was like, that's cool. I could tuck a kitty in at night. You know what I mean? Real comfy. Put a little blankie around them. And then what I now realized was a very trepidatious adult explained to me what euthanasia is. And the world was never once the same after that. Never once. But I also realized I couldn't be a vet. It's like the day someone explained to me that beef was actually cows. That was a pretty brutal moment in my childhood too. And now every time I eat beef, which I still do, I'll be honest, I still do. Now every time I eat beef, I'm just a little sad. I will say I never wanted to be a marine biologist like every other 90s kid I knew wanted to be. There was this period of time where like every fucking kid said they wanted to be a marine biologist. And as I've stated before, getting wet ain't really my thing. So constantly being in water never sounded all that fun. So what about you? What was your childhood dream job? Alex FV says, I wanted to be a zoologist and then a writer. Alex FV adds, it was Lisa Frank's fault. Those dolphins. Lisa Frank. Very, very influential on your generation, Alex, which is also my generation, kind of. I'm an Xennial. What does that even mean? Well, it means that I was born in this very weird, 3-year period where I'm kind of close to Generation X and kind of close to being a millennial, but really don't have anything in common with either. So I didn't experience really Lisa Frank the way you might have, Alex FMV, but yes, very influential artist. I know many, many people who are super into Lisa Frank. Dartone says, as a kid, I wanted to be a dragon slayer. I was devastated when I found out dragons aren't real. Shut your fucking mouth, Dartone. They are real. Dragons are real. Just, we don't see them. because they do dragon shit and they're like in a fucking cave. You shut your goddamn mouth, okay, you fucking heathen liar. All right, dragons are definitely real. Alex says Komodo dragons are real. I mean, fine. Komodo, yes, Komodo. Komodo dragons are real, but I'm talking about mystical cave dwelling, sitting on huge piles of gold. Why would they even need that? Dragons, they are definitely real. And don't fuck with me on this one, okay? Because dragons are rad. They're rad. They're rad. Yeah. So, Better Kitty Meow says, I wanted to be a singer, a vet, and a writer. I wanted to be a singer, a vet, and a writer. Obviously things that have a lot of common ground, Better Kitty Meow. I have heard Better Kitty Meow sing one time in the car, just a little bit. Has a nice voice. Has a very nice voice. A vet, that makes a lot of sense to me because Better Kitty Meow has a way with animals that actually kind of upsets me. Okay? Like my own animals kind of like Better Kitty Meow in a way they don't even like me. It's really kind of disturbing in a certain way. Okay? So, I can see that. But could you put them down? That's the real point. And then a writer. I could also see that. Better Kitty Meow. That actually makes you are a very practical child, Better Kitty Meow, because all of your things actually make sense with your personality. Euphony of the month is in the chat. I pictured a dragon wearing a kimono. That's kind of cool. Like a David Bowie style, like kimono, like really glam dragon. I can totally see that. Darktone the Third is talking about Komodo dragons and says they don't count because they don't sleep on a mound of gold. And then Alex FV says, have you seen one sleep? And Alex FV says, bet you haven't. And Darktone has not responded. Better Kitty Meow, I just remember your cat's name. That's a bit of an inside joke, friends. That's a bit of an inside joke because Better Kitty Meow thinks I love my dog in an obvious way that I don't love my cat. And she's probably correct. That's not true. I love them both. I love Luna and whatever his name is. Euphony of the Month says, yeah, kimono dragon. I mean, I'm all about a kimono dragon. That's kind of hot, really. Kimono dragons. I mean, why can't a dragon have some style? Why can't a dragon, mix it up, get into the fashion game? Who doesn't want that? Well, speaking of the fashion game, it's fashionable right now to play really good music on Find Your Weird. And I have a video that I've shown one time before on Weird at Night from an artist that I really, really believe in. And that artist's name is Thavaron. And this video is, what is it called again? Let me look at my notes here. Just nothing to see here. Just looking at my notes. The video is called Chevrolet. It's really good. Check it out.
Bodies told stories reflective sunglasses, you won't let them see it. That's just how you like it. I try so fucking hard, you drive in your great car to write some new stories, and they don't involve me. You never involved me. Do you remember me? Say you won't break my heart, so I took myself apart. Say you won't break my heart, so I took myself apart.
Good God, Thaveron. Wow, that was Chevrolet by Thaveron. That's what you call smart rock and roll, friends. So hooky, gets in, does its thing, gets the fuck out without making anything too complicated. Just really, really great vocals, really great guitar work, as Euphony of the Month said. Wow, super good stuff. I don't want to dance right now. All right, so, yeah, that was Chevrolet by Thaveron. Go to the links that I dropped. Go to Thaveron's website. Thaveron really does elaborate quite a lot about their art and what they're about. And I, was putting together Weird at Night one day, and I had never been to Thaveron's website, and I went there, and I ended up getting lost, instantly. But yeah, Chevrolet is so hooky. That it's got a great guitar hook, great, kind of synthy horn thing going on. And the vocals are excellent stuff. I think that song could be a total hit. That was the first thing we ever played of Thaveron's on Weird at Night, and I was just a huge fan immediately. Let's see. Euphony of the Month says, I love that guitar lick. Same. Alex Evan V says, I always like this song. I wish there was a Dawson crying gif emoji. Well, maybe someday there will be, cousin. You never know. Euphony of the Month says I could listen to that 10 more times. Exactly. It's really smart pop rock. I mean, just very smart. Everything's memorable. And then it gets in. It doesn't overstay its welcome, and it gets the fuck out. So good. Euphony of the Month says, have you seen them live? No, I haven't, but I need to. Thaveron is definitely one of the artists we've shared here on Weird at Night that has really gotten into me, and is somebody that I really am excited about. There is another show that I want to go to, which is a week from this Friday. AJ Suede, who we've shared here on Weird at Night a bunch, and Ex Florist, who we've shared here on Weird at Night, are going to be playing at Cafe Racer on February 3rd, Friday, February 3rd. And I really want to go check out that show because those are two artists that, like Thaveron, just get into me in this very particular way. And if you've never seen Ex Florist before, holy shit. That is a performer with many different personalities all at once. It's really incredible stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to go check that out. Maybe me and Better Kitty Meow will make it out, huh? But this is the first time I've worn the Weird at Night hat in 2 months. I didn't realize how used to the beanie I had become. And then I put this hat on, and I actually had to redo the lighting and some of the coloring of the camera just because I had a hat on. What the fuck? That's weird. Guys, I have another question for you. I don't have it here to put up on the screen. Do penguins have knees? Don't look it up. I want to know what you think. Do penguins have knees? And we'll look it up together, but I want to hear everybody else's answers. I'm really not sure myself. I don't know, but it's a question that just occurred to me that I've never really thought about before and probably shouldn't be thinking about, but I am thinking about it. Do penguins have knees? Just a reminder that we have a new Weird at Night voicemail. Huh? And I made this cool graphic for it. Call 971-599-3879. That's 971-599-3879. And you can leave any kind of weird ass shit on that voicemail that you want to. I'd love to play them on the show. Maybe make a little weird art piece to your voicemail. Who knows? It could be a lot of fun. Hasn't gotten a lot of play yet. I will be honest. I mean, it has, but it's all pretty much spam tax collector calls. So yeah. So okay. Alex Evan V said, I feel like their waddles indicate no knees. Dartone says, I know this from my time in Iraq. Euvany of the Month says, I want to say yes, they do have knees. Better Kitty Meow says no knees. Oh, Dartone the Third says a physical therapist had a book by that name. Penguins do, in fact, have knees. A physical therapist had a book by that name. Penguins do, in fact, have knees. Well, thanks, Dartone. I shouldn't have asked you to clarify that one. That's kind of on me. But we're going to look it up anyway, okay? We're going to look it up. Do penguins have knees? All right, give me one sec. I don't know why this just occurred to me to ask, but it sure as heck did. It says, do penguins have... Oh, let's see. I could have just read... Oh, there's a whole article. Do penguins have knees? Looking at a penguin standing or waddling around on the island, it may look like they have very short legs and no knees. But yes, penguins do have knees. And this little thing right here kind of illustrates the kneed part of a penguin. Penguin's leg is composed of a short femur, knee, tibia, and fibula. The upper leg bones are not visible as they are covered in feathers, giving penguins a very short-legged appearance. Here, you can compare the leg of a penguin skeleton to a model of a human skeleton. So, yes, they do have knees. Penguins do, in fact, have knees. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. I mean, they don't use the knees. I mean, do they have arthritis? Like, is that what it is? I mean, wow. Euvany of the Month, you were correct. You were the only one who said they did have knees. Dartone, you clearly knew. Alex Evan V can't believe herself. She is apoplectic. Cannot believe it. Also, I just noticed a new voicemail came in, and it looks like it's somebody watching this show. Also, you don't need to see all that. Little sausage getting made there, folks. Little sausage getting made. So now we have to go to hell. This is what happens. This is where we go when I don't do things quite the way I want to, is we stay in hell. But I think I'm going to play you all a song. I needed enough time for that Thaveron song to dissipate so that I wouldn't have to follow it too carefully. But I do want to say thank you for the voicemail, caller. I will listen to it after we get off the show. I wish I could play it live instantaneously, but it will most likely be on Weird at Night. So make sure you call that voicemail. Leave me some stuff. I want to hear from you all. All right. The song's called Sunshine.
Wait till the sun is right, baked in the warmth
of your eyes. Gone is the way, sunshine. Lost is the road to denial. I slip fears to watching myself watch me walk away. Remain dark heart, lay with me another broken day. Broken day. Wait till the sun is right. Open your arms for a night. It sings in my head, in my head, in my head. I can hear it. Open your arms to desire. I lived fears, told myself I wouldn't get away. Remain dark heart, lay with me another broken day. Wait till there's no sunshine, but don't let the artist die. Pray for your soul's redemption. When you let go, you can fly. I drift fears, told myself I wouldn't get away. Remain dark heart, lay with me another broken day. Outran the years, ran until I couldn't run away. Unchain my love, let me feel if only for a day. For a day, yeah. A day, a day. Whew, that song, the working title of that song is called Sunshine. I played it on the show before. I've actually played a recording that I was working on of it that I intend to finish sometime before I die. Before I die. Now, someone who's not very good at music is Ryan Bryan. And this past Saturday, Ryan showed up to finally teach us how to play guitar. It went a little something like this.
He's released more than 2 songs, even if all but 2 of them were barred from release due to copyright infringement. His song, Handjobs from Heaven, was once claimed by a Facebook bot for Universal Music Group, which is exactly like being signed to a major label. The people of Hallstatt, Upper Austria, worshipped at his feet until he touched the Prime Minister's wife's butt and ended up in an Austrian prison for 16 minutes. Twice. He's handsome. He's horny. He's running from the law and needs you not to notify the authorities. prepare your pants and get ready for Ryan Bryan to teach you how to play guitar.
Hey, it's me! It's Ryan Bryan! It's the Rye Guy! And welcome to my masterclass! Ryan Bryan teaches you how to play guitar. We've got so much shit to learn in this 3-part class. Super sexy shit! Yeah, nothing guarantees boners and boobies the way a softly caressed guitar does, you know what I mean? And when you actually know how to play it, orgies literally arrive at your door like a Postmates order. I bet. Anyway, the people over at Chinese Salads and Smoothies have ensured that I'll be paid almost enough to buy a shitty car to live in, whether you learn anything or not. You hear that, you fucking marks? I bet you did. You can't strum if you're numb. So let's get our red rockets ready for takeoff, huh?
Step 1.
Now, the first thing you need to know about guitars is that they're made of wood. You can't play them in the freezing cold because when wood gets cold, guitar boners are impossible. So you need to break into someplace warm. It's definitely best if you can find a house or apartment without people in it. But if that's not possible, you'll have to work at night. Steal a pair of noise-canceling headphones. Then, like a fucking Sex Panther, sneak into the bedroom, put the earbuds in the sleeping sucker's ears, and you're fucking set! Go to the living room. Turn up the heat, and take a quick nap. You need to rest to be at your best.
Step 2.
When you're breaking and entering on the reg, you need to make sure your mom is watching out for every possible hazard. Make sure to call her. Inquire about any potential breaking news about authorities in your immediate vicinity. If your mom is anything like mine, she's listening to her police scanner. Belittle her a bit too. It's important to maintain dominance, and some vague threats can go a long way.
Step 3.
Lastly, you need to get your inspiration hard as fuck before your guitar-gasm. I don't have cable, much less a TV, so I get my juices flowing with a movie and maybe a light snack before I do my genius shit. I highly recommend 1989 classic Turner and Hooch because I hate dogs and the scene where the dog gets all shot up and dies is fucking hilarious. And I can laugh as loud as I want because the dummies in the other room can't hear fuck all. So now you're prepared. You're ready to write your first goddamn masterpiece. Next week! Join me then as we learn how to play guitar. Until then, I'll need you to not alert the authorities to my presence and not have the car I stole to live in towed, okay? All right, until then, losers! You know, there comes a point at which you have to ask yourself some hard questions in this life. And one of those questions is, how much is the money worth? I mean, Chinese Salads and Smoothies has really changed my life, okay? It's Chinese Salads and Smoothies has made me a lot more comfortable, okay, personally. There's a vast amount of wealth that I now command that I didn't once have, but is this really worth it? I mean, the answer is clearly yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Is Ryan tolerable enough for me to continue to enrich myself? Am I selling out by simply, does it matter? I'm doing well. Isn't that what matters? Isn't that what matters? Thank you, Chinese Salads and Smoothies. Okay. Well, I do have one piece of good news, and that is that I was actually able to pull up this voicemail that was just left for me. So I'm gonna check this out. Hold on.
Hey! Guess who's back?
No.
It's me! It's Rye.
No.
It's the Rye Guy! How are you, Patrick?
Damn
You
it.
look really tired. I mean, ugly, like day-old mayonnaise that's been drying on the sidewalk in summer as usual, but also really tired. Well, guess what, you haggard-ass nerd? I have good news for you. after part 2 of my masterclass airs this Saturday on Weird at Night, you're getting a vacation!
What?
I know you're too poor to go anywhere, and honestly, who the fuck would want to go with you?
Lots
But
of
whatever
people.
losers do, next Tuesday, you're doing it! Because I'm going to be hosting Find Your Weird, baby!
No. Fuck
the Soft
that.
Rock
No.
Revolution is real, and
it's not.
Rai is going to be in the driver's seat next week. Isn't
What?
that amazing?
You
Next
son of a
week.
bitch.
No
No.
community, no celebration of our differences. It's going to be a celebration of me, baby! Find Your Weird next Tuesday. All right, fuck off. Bye.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's a great question. Who is in charge here anyway? Who is in charge here anyway? I mean, this happens all the time in entertainment. You know, sponsors start throwing their weight around, or somebody gets in their ear about something, and then all of a sudden all these changes start getting made. This is ridiculous. But apparently, next Tuesday, Ryan Bryan's going to be here hosting Find Your Weird instead of me. This is fucking bullshit. It's going to be horrific, I'm sure. Absolutely terrible. Ryan's probably just going to talk about himself and try to find ways to get money out of you guys. So definitely make sure you tune in, okay? Fuck. Naomi, I can't just say no. I mean, that's the thing. Then I lose all this sweet salad cash. I mean, this is a pickle, a real pickle. A real pickle. Pickle.
Thank you. Next in line?
Everybody put your hands up right now!
Alright, now y'all know how this goes. Anybody moves, you're dead. Anybody tries to call the police, you're dead. Anybody does anything that we don't tell you to do, you're dead.
Now, as for why we're here. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm getting you the money.
Nah, that's not why we're here.
Then what are you guys doing here?
Compliment me!
I'm sorry, I don't...
I said compliment me right now!
You have really nice eyes!
Thank you!
What's going on?
Did we fucking say you could talk? That's right, you don't talk unless you're talking about how we're best friends.
You don't want my money?
Money is nothing in comparison to the value of friendship. Now say we're best friends, or you're getting blasted!
Okay, we're best friends.
Means a lot to hear you say that.
Yo, McNabb!
Yo!
I like the fuck out of your shoes!
Thank you! I got them using rewards points at Foot Locker.
That's dope!
It is, but not as dope as your impeccable smile.
Y'all think this robbery's going well?
Yeah, I think you guys are doing a great job.
You are too! Now who here is proud of us?
You?
Sure.
What about you?
You know what, actually? I am.
What about you? Dad? I'm not your dad.
He said, are you proud of us, father?
I don't know what to say. That's because you're withholding emotion.
Your lack of physical and emotional presence drives us to act out in order to gain your affection.
This is why we have to rob people for love.
We do this for you, Papa.
This is what happens when you say you're gonna come to my swim meet, but you don't show up. So I get nervous and slip into the pool.
They call him Slippy No Dad.
They said Slippy No Dad has no dad, and he slips.
It was very redundant.
So you're proud of us. Say it right now. Okay, I'm proud of you.
We love you, Daddy.
Are you gonna say it back?
Say it back. I love you too. Say it back. My son.
We love you too, Daddy.
We're gonna go to a pool.
Okay.
This is the police. Come out with your hands up and your hearts on your sleeve.
They're not taking my babies. Daddy!
Ah! Fuck! 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 Ah! I do want to say thank you to Problem Magic Comedy for at least giving us something to laugh about, for Christ's sake. So yeah, this Saturday we have this incredible double feature coming your way. We're gonna have Weird at Night at 10 p.m. Then at 11 p.m. we're gonna do a deep dive into Grow Heart, the incredible textile light wizardry presented by Blaze in Space and Ray Fleek. Naomi, thank you. I probably do need to stretch. I probably need to stretch in more important ways than I can do sitting in this chair in this tiny little green screen box that you can see my arms cutting out of right now. So I'm trying to stay on screen while I stretch, but thank you very, very much. Naomi said, it looks like I might have missed something important. Well, I would say that's probably true. Okay, because Ryan Bryan has convinced Shiny Salads and Pizzas to put the screws to me to get him back on Weird at Night. So last Saturday he came and taught us how to play guitar, which we just watched. And now he's throwing his weight around. He's throwing his sponsor weight around because Shiny Salads and Smoothies pays so much more than Shitty's Pizza ever did that now they're telling me I have to have him on the show. And now they're telling me he has to be the host of Find Your Weird next week. It's unimaginable horror. Unimaginable horror. I guess I'll just have to fucking cry into a giant pile of money. I don't know. Looks like everybody enjoyed Problem Magic Comedy. That's a great bit. Euphony of the Month says, I don't know anything about guitar boners and I trust the Rye Guy to show me the ways, which I think at least that part he could probably show you. That might cost a little extra though, Euphony of the Month. Alex FV loved the Problem Magic Comedy thing. Dartone said he's done this in real life. Alex believes it. Dartone says it's legal in Texas and Florida. Naomi says it was very redundant. And it was. You want me to chair dance right now, Euphony? You're gonna have me do a sad chair dance? Okay. Okay, I'm having a good time. I've lost completely control of my shows. All of them. The characters I thought I created have taken over, and it's really, really weird. It's kind of scary. And people say they look like me, but I think they're ugly. Does that mean I'm ugly? Okay, we're back. Thank you, Euphony. I feel much better. Okay, I got another question for you. Let's try and get this thing back on the rails, huh? Let's try and get back on the rails. What is your favorite emoji that you use for texting? Okay? What is your favorite emoji that you use for texting? We don't need verbal. We don't need you to say it. Get on your phone, put that shit in the chat. I have two. Because I want to fill this screen with emotes, okay? My first favorite emoji is the PETA, okay? The PETA. I don't use it in every text exchange or even that often. I usually use like the fire emote or the cry laughing face emote. But the PETA emote is probably my favorite because it's almost never appropriate for any conversation that I'm having. Like, who the fuck is going to use a relevant PETA emote? Why does it exist? Who had the thought of, hey y'all, we need to make sure PETAs are represented in the emojis. It's important. There's already a PETA bowl emoji, but it was important to make sure that flat PETAs were represented. Just for the record, I have confirmed that it is only a PETA. There is no current emoji for tortillas, which I think a lot more people eat than PETAs. So don't even start, okay? Don't even start. Naomi says, Dartone, completely ignoring what I said, just throws a bunch of Dartone emotes in the chat. But thank you, Dartone. Thank you for doing that. Naomi Fayomi says, childhood dream job, middle school band teacher. Which reminds me, all this Ryan commotion completely distracted me from Euphony of the Month's answer, which I will get to in just a minute. But you wanted to be a middle school band teacher, Naomi. That is quite a specific job. Very specific. Why middle school? And how young did you want to do that? What age do you think you were? Euphony of the Month had said that he wanted to be a postman when he was a child because his dad was a postman and he wanted to be just like his dad. And then later, he wanted to be a luthier. And to those of you who don't know, a luthier is someone who makes guitars. Euphony, postman. I mean, I will say, I think that did look like a very cool job when I was a kid too, because postmen were always depicted as being kind of like integral people in their neighborhoods. So I think I probably wanted to be a postman at one point or another. But yes, very good stuff. Very good stuff. You know, vets, writers, singers.
Hey there. I'm formerly fictional private shoe detective Steve Germany. You may have seen some of the unfortunate flim-flam between Blazing Space and myself, but it's okay, because I think Blazing's face is gonna be gone for quite a while. So why the fuck am I here? To solve your shoe cases. I can't just smoke weed and pet the kitty forever. The crack of a shoe caper is what gets my gills flared. So I need you to send me your shoe capers. Missing a favorite Adidas? Never found out what happened to that long-lost British knight? Do you want to send me on a wild goose chase with no shoes involved? Well, now you can. Record them on your phone and send them to weirdatnight@gmail.com. All right, that's enough daylight for this dick. I'm gonna go watch Holy Mountain and pet the kitty. Ta-ta. If I were an Adidas, where would I hide? Next to a tire. Oh my god! There it is! Case closed.
Wow, it's really been a pretty big night. Pretty big night. Maybe unprecedented in Find Your Weird History. We're on episode 12. You're all in on the ground floor. Okay? Phil Collins apparently farted on our show back in December. That was I don't know who that was filmed by. But Phil Collins apparently farted on the show, which I'm quite honestly very proud of. Okay? That's a big talking point. That's how you get publicity. That's how you get people paying attention, is when celebrities decide to fart on your show. Okay, that's pretty inspirational. Naomi Fayomi wanted to be a middle school band teacher. And I asked why. And what age? And Naomi says, I was in middle school and loved middle school band so much. First chair, flute, piccolo, and band president, which meant I got to direct the B-flat scale warm-up sometimes at the beginning of class. I made the executive decision that middle school counts as childhood. Oh, well, it does. It does. When you're in middle school, you're still a child, as far as I'm aware. Unless they've changed that. I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore. And then Steve Germany. That was an old piece that Steve, when he was floating around in reality, Steve was trying to solve shoe capers. He was walking around the real world looking for shoe cases, and he was asking people for work basically, and he really had kind of a confident way of begging for work, didn't he? Mad respect, Steve. I've certainly begged for work with less dignity than that. God. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So we're at the part of the show called the auto write, which I think that most of you already know. Okay. The auto write. It's a tool of the surrealist. Blah 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 blah. We're gonna tap into your unconscious creative impulses. I'm not gonna be here next Tuesday. I'm not gonna be here next Tuesday because Ryan Bryan is going to be hosting Find Your Weird. And I'm so sorry. I don't know what he's going to do. But he'll be fine. He'll be fine. I'm sure. How much damage could he possibly do, right? So this is the tool of surrealists. And basically what we do is I count back from 10. As I do, you try to clear your mind. I'm definitely not going to be able to do that. And when we get to 1, I'm going to say go. And when I say go, we're all going to start tippity typing in the chat. Whatever comes into your mind. Whatever comes into your mind. I have no idea what's going to come into my mind. And then after about 30-45 seconds, I'll say stop. And I'll enter return. And then everybody's auto write going to show up in the chat. I'm gonna read them out loud, and then we're gonna get out of here, and then God only knows what's gonna happen. God only knows. So once again, I'm gonna count back from 10 as I do. Try to clear your mind. When I get to 1, I'm gonna say go. When I say go, we're all gonna start tippity typing, and whatever comes into our heads. No spell correct. Don't edit. Don't try to sound smart. There's no need. And then after about 30-45 seconds, I'm going to say stop, hit enter a return, blah, 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 blah. We're going to raid somebody. So stick around after the show. We'll have somebody cool to raid. So let's do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, and stop. Okay. Naomi Fiomi got in before anyone. Whoa. Sometimes know what I mean? Sheesh. That's what I said. Wow. Excellent, Naomi. Thank you so much. Mine, go and stop thinking about how to kill Ryan Bryan before next Tuesday. It's not right. I try so hard. And all I got is this show, and that son of a bitch talentless hack is going to take everything from me. And all I'm left with is this stupid hat in my dumb car that I can't even drive, and a bag of bologna that expired 7 years ago. But I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Ryan must be dying soon. Soon? No. Of course not. It's just unconscious, you know. Euphony of the month. Hear the buzzing of the bees in the meadow. They buzz for you, honey bear. Hibernate in your cave. This winter is going to be a chill motherfucker. A chill motherfucker. Euphony of the month. Excellent. Auto write. I'm swimming with pride. Swimming with pride. Dartone the Third. I got done teaching kids how to throw bricks. I love teaching PE in Florida. Next week, we're teaching gator wrestling / throwing, you know, in case you can't pay for a TAO bell at 3 when you are hammered. I love teaching real usable skills to middle schoolers. Back to middle school. It's a real theme tonight. Thank you, Dartone. Alex FMV, haven't seen a robot in a pink bathing suit, but I'm looking every day. Every single day. I know there's a way to beat up a gargoyle, but I haven't found it yet. Those wily bastards always best me. Must be the stone. Very much looking forward to a time when the sun burns us all alive. I don't have to listen to that Flowers song again. Miley Cyrus, please just shut up. Anyway, rabbits have no wings, but they've got bad attitudes and love to sing Backstreet Boys to the deers. Blam! Alex FMV, incredible. Incredible auto right. Better kitty meow! The penguin went searching for the kimono dragon, and he began to walk far with his hidden knees on top of his very short legs. And his walk was very slow, and he had to stop and do a crying chair dance. I wonder why second graders have to drink red drinks. And then the kimono dragon flew in to save him. Better kitty meow, that's incredibly touching. Incredibly touching. You know what else has been very touching is spending this time with you tonight. Because next Tuesday is going to be very, very, very different. Soft Rock Psychopath, Ryan Bryan, will be hosting Find Your Weird. And all I can do is pray for all of us. Pray for all of us. Pray for me. Pray for Gizmo. Gizmo. And this is all I need. This is all I need. It's just this Gizmo and this Gizmo. Okay? We're all gonna be fine. And you know what else? This tambourine. That's all I need. That's all I need. Okay. All right. Well, I love you guys. And you're all really, really special to me. Alex says, where the fuck did you get that mask? I don't know. But I'm gonna be on vacation. And I'm gonna be real scared. But anyway, I'll see you this Saturday. For our double feature. It's gonna be awesome. And Ryan Bryan's gonna teach us how to play guitar.